Men have a narrative that women withhold sex from them. Women withhold sex if men are not doing exactly what it is that they want. But women aren't withholding sex. I can tell you that never once have I encountered a woman who said to me, I'm not having sex with him until he does the dishes. I'm not having sex with him until he starts helping with the kids. Never once have I heard that. Because first and foremost, sex is not yours to have. Her body is not yours. She never has to have sex with you if she does not want to. It is not owed to you. It is not part of the agreement when you get married. It is not, we are now married, therefore you have access to sex with me whenever you want. That is not part of it. It is important to have a healthy relationship. It is important to have intimacy, but that looks different for every couple. And sex can be impacted by so many things. It can be impacted by your mental health, your physical health, being pregnant, postpartum. There are so many reasons. Lack of sleep, so many reasons couples don't have sex. And that is on both sides. There are men who have no sex drive. There is a reason that there's a medication for men to have sex drive that doesn't exist for women. And so acting as if a woman is withholding sex from their partner because they're not holding up their fair share of the deal when it comes to domestic labor and caretaking is just, in my mind, a pretty made up thing. What does happen when there is not an equitable division of labor in a marriage or a relationship is that intimacy dies. It is very difficult to be intimate with somebody who doesn't see you, who dismisses you and ignores you and acts as though you are there to serve them. It's incredibly difficult to feel love, affection, and intimacy towards that person because you are not feeling cared for in that scenario. So it's not surprising that oftentimes in relationships where there is not an equitable division of labor, that there is also a lack of intimacy. That is not surprising to me to hear that. So comments like this come from people who likely are not paying attention to their partner's needs, and they are viewing their partner as being kind of manipulative with their sex life. And that's just not something that happens. What can happen is if you are tired, overwhelmed, overworked, ignored, dismissed, depressed, anxious, whatever it might be, you're probably not wanting to have sex with your partner. And that's okay. You don't have to because it's not owed. So let's stop telling the narrative that women are withholding sex. And let's rearrange that and rethink that and think about how men are withholding care, compassion, understanding, emotional regulation, and engagement with their partner. Men often are not showing up to the relationship in a full way. So therefore, when women retreat, they view it as retaliation, and it's not. In order for relationships to go both ways, both people need to be engaging at 100%, or at least as close to that as they can, on all fronts, not just some. You going to work and earning a paycheck does not earn you respect and intimacy and love from your partner. That's just not what it does.